Hey guys, it's Jesus with Rusted Fabworks. Sorry I haven't been posting for the last 2 weeks. The reason that I was posting a lot was because work slowed down and at the trucking industry. So it went down slow, so I started posting. I started doing a lot of working on cars a lot more. And I still have a lot of cars to work on. But now that it's picked up, thank God. So it slowed me down a little bit, but we're going to start posting a lot more again. I'm currently editing a couple of videos. As you guys can see, I'm inside my semi truck. I'm watching Squid Games. But guys, I greatly appreciate every single one of you guys that watches these videos. I greatly appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart. Sorry I hadn't posted in 2 weeks, but we're gonna get back right at it. And thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Peace. For the microphone to start. Hey guys, welcome to Rusted Fabworks. On today's episode, we're working again on this Ford Escape. Last time you guys saw it, we did the clutch and the rear main seal, and now the client, at the same time that we were doing that job, he wanted to do the timing belt. So now we're gonna do the timing belt kit, and we're gonna get started by removing. We're gonna get started with removing the main pulley. All right, here we go. We're gonna get the big Ugga Dugga. There it is. I swear if I wouldn't have recorded that, nobody would believe me. It's broken. The little keyway that holds not only the crank shaft to the main pulley, but also to the main crank timing pulley, the one that holds everything in place, is snapped. And I don't know if you guys can see that. It was making some weird like pattern right there. Now I gotta go to the pick-up parts and find one of those keyways, or tell the customer to find one ASAP. But yeah, that's how my day gets started. Let me start removing everything, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Hey guys, so it's a new day. We got the parts. Let me show you guys. We got a brand new harmonic balancer now, because like I told you guys, the old one was janked up. You know, right? The little hole in there, it was already like coming loose. All right, so we removed the motor mount. Well, not the actual motor mount, but the piece that goes on top of the motor mount, right? That connects to the motor. Remove that piece. Took it off of there. And then we removed the plastic cover. I worked on this car 12 years ago. I put the timing belt 12 years ago. Since then, I've worked on it many other times. I've done many other things to it. Now, good thing he brought it in and he said, hey, let's do the timing belt. Let's do the clutch already. Let's do all that stuff because it needs to get done. Let me show you guys the timing belt. Hopefully the camera can pick it up. But you see all those grooves, all the little old, you can tell it's like worn out right there, all the cracks, right? That's from being old and used, right? Brittle. If that thing snaps, the motor's done, okay? So good thing he brought it in. We uncovered the timing belt already, okay? We had to remove, let me show you guys, water pump pulley, okay? This went from underneath. So we removed it from underneath. And I'll show you guys a couple of tricks that I used in order to remove that. From the top, okay? Where the motor mount hangs onto, that metal plate, we removed that already. And we removed the pulley for the belt, the regular serpentine belt. So now here we go. It's all uncovered, you see, until those white marks align. Now I made those marks 12 years ago with a whiteout. Okay, so I can't keep popping up my head every single time to check, but look what I can do. I can check the live feed on the camera. Wait, I can check the live feed on the camera, and I can go down there instead of popping back up and down, up and down, up and down. I'm just gonna check the live feed. on the top, I'm going to speak very loudly so you guys can hear me. On the top, you can see the mark. But down here, you can't. So I'm going to keep on turning. Okay, there it is. Mark here, mark there. Mark here, mark there. Mark, mark. Okay. So now I'm gonna remove the cylinder number 1 plug and put a screwdriver in there. See, make sure that number 1 is in top dead center. The bottom has no mark. Let me show you guys. As you can see, the bottom there is no mark. I marked it in there, and then I guess on the O there was a mark. It used to be right there, but we're gonna double check the work by taking off cylinder number 1 and making sure it is on top dead center. So let's do that now. This is why you always put anti-seize on every time you do the spark plugs, and I've done these spark plugs before. Phillips screwdriver, okay. There it is. Top dead center. It's all the way at the top. So we're good on that. We're not gonna take out the screwdriver now. Okay. Let me go get some anti-seize back on this so I can put it back in there. Anti-seize. Just a smidge. I gotta loosen up that this 10mm bolt right here, and that's gonna loosen up the pulley, the tensioner pulley, and then I could put an Allen key right here and unloosen it and then take off the belt. So I'm gonna do that right now. You know what? Before I do this, let me go mark the crank pulley at the bottom. Mark them with this, and in here. There we go. Here we go. Now let's take a look at it. So welcome to the tea time. We're gonna grab that same marker, right? We're gonna put a mark on the new timing belt. There it is, new mark right there. We're gonna put a mark on the old timing belt. When these markers work, they are great. When they mess up a little bit, they're horrible. So we're gonna lay down the old one on top of the new one. We're gonna line it, and now we're gonna start just tracing it. Tracing it. And you wanna make sure every single little tooth aligns, okay? And at the end, when you get back to that same mark that you just made, both marks gotta align again. There it is. Both marks align at the same one. I don't think the camera can pick it up, but there it is. So it's a good timing belt. Now before we install this, the kit comes with an idler pulley. Let me show you. Man, it is hot today. It comes with a new idler pulley, a new tensioner, and a new crank seal. Okay, because you don't want to have to, oh man, the crank seal is now leaking. So we're going to replace that crank seal now. And we're going to replace these pulleys real quick. So we're going to go do that now. Okay. I want to apologize. Even though my videos look really cool, I am fairly new at this YouTube thing. With that being said, I thought the camera was on. Now okay. Now I know it is on because I just lit up the little screen in the back, and I can see I can see the picture and everything. I turned off the front picture, and I turned off the little red blinking light so that I can save battery, because then I have to be charging this camera a lot. And I really should turn the whole thing off. The whole. You know what? Maybe I should turn on this front one first. For the front one only, but not the back one. Give me a minute. Okay, we're back, and I can see myself on the little monitor. Okay, cool. This will work a little bit better. Hopefully, it saves more battery this way than how I had it before. I'm working on the timing belt again. It's a new day. I got my old CRS t-shirt on. It's a long sleeve. As you can tell, I've been working on it already. Let me show you guys what I've done. I thought the camera was on, by the way, and I was recording and I was showing you guys all this stuff, and then I put it on the old tripod so I can film some of the top part, like, you know, put the camera really close to it. And then I pressed the record button to stop, and it said record now, and I'm like, what? So I wasn't recording any of it. But let me show you guys the progress. Timing belt, new timing belt is on already. It's tightened up. There's one marking here, it's on there, and there's another marking here, it's on there. Ignore these. These I did it when I was turning the crankshaft. When I was turning the crankshaft over and over. Oh man, I marked my face. Oh well, whatever. Ignore those timing marks. I did those when I was turning the crankshaft over and over. I put the mounting for the motor mount back on already. I already put on the new harmonic balancer on. It's torqued already. The little cover at the bottom, washed it. So basically now I'm just all I gotta do is put the water pump pulley on, the idler pulley, the top cover, serpentine belt, and and the motor mount, and I'm basically done. Let me get the water pump pulley, and let me get the serpentine belt idler pulley so I can install those. So give me a second. So the water pump pulley goes back on now. How do we tighten these if every single time I turn it, it's going to keep on turning, right? Oh, look, not this one because it's so loose. Oh, there. Started turning again. And I mean, I can hold it like this, but I don't have enough finger strength to be able to hold it in place, right? So, let me show you guys a trick. Screwdriver, and you're going to place it in between two of them. One. Two. Three. And there's another little trick on how to tighten a pulley that's just going to keep on rotating. And yeah, I could put the belt back on it and then tighten it up that way, but this is always a nice little trick for you guys. Now, let me put the idler pulley, and then I will get back with you guys. I'll show you guys when it's installed, because I don't think I can angle you guys that way, and my neck hurts from being like this. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Give me a second. Give me 1 second, all right? So right now that the motor mount is off, I'm going to put the serpentine back on because the motor right now is slanted down this way. So I'm able to put it in from down here. Now, I don't really remember how it went, even though I can kind of see it. Honestly, I can kind of see it, but I'm going to make sure it is this way. So we're going to go on Google, 2003 Ford Escape, serpentine belt, diagram. Now we know it's the 4-cylinder, so we're going to look for the 4-cylinder, okay? So number 1 is the power steering, yep. Number 3 should be the compressor, AC compressor, yep. Number 4 should be the crankshaft, yep. Number 5 is the tensioner, yeah. And then number 6, generator. Okay, cool. So it is the way that I was thinking. There it is. I'll put you guys right there. Hopefully you guys can see something. Okay, so water pump goes on first because it's the highest one. Water pump, AC compressor. there it is. Serpentine belt is on. Let me show you guys. Hopefully the camera can pick this up. So there it is, serpentine belt on. It goes on the alternator first, idler pulley, power steering pump, AC compressor, crankshaft pulley, and then water pump. And that's how it goes. And this little fellow is Thomas, the shop cat. He's currently playing around. He is one of the best mechanics that I know. I've learned a lot from him. You gotta say hi to the camera, dog. Ow! There it is, Thomas. Thomas the shop cat. So now I'm gonna go to the top so I could put the motor mount and then the new cover. I had to get a new cover. The old cover had a crack on the side. Hopefully I can find it in the trash bin because I had already previously recorded that. But I'm gonna show you guys the new one, and the new one is nice and clean. So I'll show you guys that in a little bit. Give me a second. I'm gonna play a little bit with Thomas. So let me put this cover back on it now. So I tried looking for the new cover, but the trash people already came, and our trash cans are empty, so I don't have it. But like I said, it was broken. It had a big old crack, and I told Vince, I told him, you know, I feel like that's probably where the water was coming from, and then since that, the Woodruff key. I also replaced the Woodruff key. Give me 1 second. Let me go throw this trash away. Okay, so I also replaced the Woodruff key because I don't know if you guys saw in the first clip when I first took off the harmonic balancer, that Woodruff key was broken off. So the Woodruff key was broken off, and what I did is once I removed the crank pulley, I TIG welded. I borrowed the neighbor's TIG welder, and I TIG welded the crankshaft. It was loose, like the groove. So think about it this way. This is the groove, and this is the keyway. It was like this. It was just like jumping in there. And so what I did is I TIG welded it so it's nice and tight and snug, and it doesn't move. And that's basically what I did to it. What else did I do when I thought I was recording? I think that's the only thing I did when I thought I was recording. That's the only thing that I can think of that I did. And then, like I said earlier, I put the bottom cover back on. I put the where the motor mount goes, I put that back on. Oh, and I did the timing on it too. So I lost like 3 hours of footage. I need to get more batteries. It's just I'm only down to 1 camera and 1 battery, and then 1 memory card. So I'm having to like change, like, you know, and then this is the same camera I use when I'm on my motorcycle. So whenever you guys see my Instagram or my TikTok, and you guys see those clips when I'm on my motorcycle and stuff, this is the same camera I use. I just use it horizontally. But yeah, okay, so cover is back on. Now we're gonna do the motor mount, but first we need to put these 2 bolts back on, and here we go. 1, and then the other one's over there, so we're gonna put those back on. One bolt in, and there's the other one. So an 8mm actually fits the top of that head, and I have an 8mm. So watch, tight, and now I could put the top of the motor mount back on it. So here it is, the top of the motor mount, the washers. Motor mount is back on. I'm gonna put this back on. This is for the cruise control. It went there. I removed it because I needed a space for the timing belt. Let me finish this and then let me put the battery back on it now, and we're gonna start it. So I'm gonna put the battery on right now. Give me one quick second. All right, guys, here we go. First startup. Listen for it for me. All right, there we go. So let me put the hood down, and we're gonna go for a little test ride just up the street. So first gear. Second. He said it used to grind going into second gear, so it grinds. Third. Perfect. Fourth. Great. And then just and giggles, fifth. Fifth gear. On the first go, I couldn't figure out the timing properly. I kept jumping one tooth, another tooth, and it was a mess. I think that's why I wasn't even paying attention if I was recording it. I was already frustrated with it. But it's done. Neutral. And there it is. So if you guys like watching this content, please give it a like, a comment, subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Oh, check out my Instagram and my TikTok. I'm going to be uploading some videos soon about that lawnmower you guys saw last couple of videos ago. And then we still got to do the tie rods. Oh my god, I have all the parts, I have everything, I just got to do it. But if you guys like this content, like I said, like, comment, subscribe, share. And guys, I am so grateful for you guys watching. Thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. Love you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. The little Keyway